A city changes in 1 second. A bright light appears in the sky. It is not the sun. The light grows brighter than anything seen before. Buildings seem to flash. Shadows become sharp and black. The air itself feels wrong. Glass windows turn into a million small pieces. The sound arrives a moment later. A deep, powerful boom shakes everything. Then, a long, rolling thunder follows. This is what happens when a piece of space rock enters our atmosphere at high speed. It does not need to hit the ground to change everything below. This essay will explore what happens next, from the first seconds to the long years of recovery. The event starts with a violation of reality. The sky is torn by a light brighter than the sun. This single moment triggers a cascade of failures. 3 systems are hit almost at once. The air we breathe, the buildings that shelter us, the power that runs our lives. Time seems to compress in these first 30 seconds. Normal life stops. What follows is an escalation of consequences. We will see how this shock spreads through the city. We will follow the path of disruption as it grows, affecting transportation and the global economy. The first system to fail is the atmosphere. Air is compressed and heated to thousands of degrees. That creates the intense flash of light. A second sun that lasts only seconds. This light carries immense energy. It can ignite flammable materials from a distance. A shockwave, a wall of high-pressure air, travels outward. It moves faster than sound. This wave breaks windows and damages structures. The third system is infrastructure. An EMP can occur, but the shockwave is the main problem. To understand the change, we must first see what was normal. A city wakes up. Water, power, and information flow through its veins. Millions of people move through it, trusting the systems that support their lives. The object that changes this is a small asteroid, about 60 meters wide. It enters the atmosphere traveling many times faster than a bullet. The energy it releases is not from a chemical explosion, but from pure speed. The first sign is the light. A flash brighter than the sun, seen across the entire city. This light is pure energy. It heats surfaces it touches, causing an intense, sunburn-like heat on exposed skin. The thermal pulse starts small fires across a wide area. The sound comes next. A single sharp boom is followed by a wall of air, a pressure wave that pushes against everything in its path. Windows shatter. The sky has broken, and the pieces are now falling on the systems below. Buildings are the next system to face the shock. The primary failure mode for most structures is not total collapse, but the failure of their weakest parts. For modern buildings, that is almost always the glass. The shockwave exerts a powerful force, shattering millions of square meters of windows into tiny, sharp projectiles. Streets become impassable. With windows gone, buildings no longer offer shelter from the elements. The electrical grid is the city's nervous system. The airburst attacks this system in multiple ways. The physical shockwave can snap poles or cause lines to swing into each other, creating short circuits. Automatic safety systems detect this and disconnect the faulty section, like a circuit breaker at home, but on a city scale. The result is a cascading blackout. When one part shuts down, it overloads neighboring lines. Their safety systems trip too, and the chain reaction spreads. A city can lose power in minutes, disabling countless essential services: water pumps, fuel pumps, payments, and traffic control. The city's transportation network is its circulatory system. It moves people and goods. It relies on roads, bridges, traffic signals, public transit. Everything is designed to keep things moving. The airburst brings this system to an instant halt. The first cause is human reaction. Cars swerve and collide. The second cause is the failure of technology. Traffic lights go dark. Intersections become a chaotic free-for-all. Automated train and tunnel systems fail. Trains are stranded in dark tunnels. Thousands are trapped underground. The third cause is physical obstruction. Debris makes roads impassable. Streets carpeted in sharp, broken glass. Cars cannot move without getting flat tires. Emergency vehicles cannot get through. Total gridlock. No one can get in, no one can get out. People abandon their cars and walk away. The city's ability to move is gone. Firefighters cannot reach the small fires that have started. Paramedics cannot reach the injured. Failure isolates neighborhoods and traps millions where they are. In summary, panic, power failure, and debris bring the transportation system to a complete standstill. The health of a city is maintained by its emergency services. Hospitals, clinics, and ambulance services form a network of care. This network is designed for normal emergencies, car accidents, and heart attacks. It is not designed for an event that injures tens of thousands at the same moment. The airburst creates a massive, instantaneous public health crisis. Primary injuries come from the pressure wave and flying glass, cuts, ruptured eardrums, and burns from the thermal flash flood emergency rooms. The power outage makes things worse. Life support stops without backup. Hospitals switch to generators, but these have limited fuel and capacity. Communication systems fail at the same time. The shock wave can damage towers. More importantly, the system becomes overloaded. Everyone tries to call at once. The network jams. This is a mass call event. Even intact towers cannot handle the traffic. People cannot call for help. Emergency services cannot coordinate. Families cannot find out if their members are safe. With no news and no contact, rumors spread quickly. Official information cannot be distributed. The mental health impact is severe. The event is sudden, violent, and incomprehensible. In summary, health systems are overwhelmed while communication failures isolate people and cripple response. What would you do first? No megacity is an island. Each is a critical node in a global network of finance, trade, and information. The disruption of one sends ripples across the entire planet. Financial markets freeze, supply chains break, information flows are cut, affecting websites and cloud services globally. International aid efforts become a logistical nightmare, with damaged airports and blocked roads. The world can see the disaster, but cannot easily reach the people inside. After the shock, a strange quiet falls. The power is out, the cars are stopped, the sounds of daily life are gone. This quiet is not peaceful. It is the silence of a system that has failed. But in the quiet, small groups begin to help. Neighbors check on neighbors. Strangers clear paths through debris. The true challenge becomes clear. The failure of the entire complex system at once. Every problem links to every other problem. There is no simple first step. Recovery from an event like this is not measured in days or weeks. It is measured in years and decades. The first phase is restoring basic services. This is a slow and difficult process. Mobile generators must be brought in to power hospitals and water pumps. Crews painstakingly clear roads, one block at a time. This can take months. Restoring the power grid requires replacing countless transformers, switches, and miles of cable. The economic recovery is just as slow. Many businesses will have been destroyed. Others relocate and never return. The city must rebuild its economic base from the ground up. This means attracting new investment and convincing people it is safe to live and work there again. Global supply chains will have found new routes. The city must fight to regain its status as a key hub. Empty shelves in the first weeks are a sign of a much longer economic struggle. The human recovery is the most complex of all. Rebuilding homes, rebuilding offices, rebuilding a sense of community and safety is another. The event leaves a deep psychological scar. The city will incorporate the memory of the event into its identity. New building codes will demand stronger, shatterproof glass. The city will invest in asteroid detection systems and emergency preparedness plans. The goal is resilience. But what does recovered truly mean? The city will never be the same as it was before. Some areas may be abandoned permanently. The population may be smaller. The economy may be different. The skyline itself will be a monument to the event. The long-term outcome is a new version of the city, shaped by the memory of the day the sky broke. It is a living lesson in the fragility of our complex world and our ability to endure and rebuild. The question that remains is not if we can rebuild, but what we will choose to build in the place of what was lost. What scenario should we explore next? Share your ideas below. You've been watching IfVerse, where imagination meets possibility. See you in our next reality.